All right, boys. Caught about 100 ticks today on the Nasdaq, day trading the Nasdaq. Here's how I did that, and here's how to take continuation trends. Continuation trades. So today we had 7:30 a.m. news. It didn't impact the market. So basically, a no news Monday. Now let's go to bar replay, market open. What my draws and liquidity were for the day. All right. So my draws and liquidity were this high right here, this high right here, and then these two further highs up there. Now we also had this SMT from this low to this London low, and this low to this London low, from the Asia low to the London low, making ES the leading index and Q the lagging index. Again, these are my draws on liquidity for ES. I wanted to see the top of the new week opening get filled in. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. What the fuck? It might be 50-minute highs, not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. So there's this 50-minute high, this 50-minute high, and then here's the top of the new week opening gap, which I wanted to see all get filled. We also have these smaller draws in liquidity, but that goes for that. Now, market rips to the upside when we open, as I'm about to show y'all, creating this 5-minute bullish value gap. And we immediately take out the first high. Now, the first entry point for me, idealistically, should have been right here. Oh, well, I should not close that out, but should have been right here. Something like this, or that would have been a better entry point for me right here. The reason being, as you can tell, we swept out 5-minute liquidity, filled in the bullish value gap, created a 5-minute bullish value gap, filled in a 1-minute bullish value gap on the trend, and got a reaction out of it. And on ES, we haven't taken out any major draws on liquidity yet. So to me, this would have been a really, really green entry. And honestly, I probably should have taken it, but I didn't. That, uh, I don't know. I don't know. That's what I took. No, 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 no. This is what I took right here. That was my entry right there. Now the reason I took this trade is it's obvious that we want to take out the 15-minute high. And initially my trade was actually this, if I'm being completely honest. I knew we wanted to take out the 50-minute high and maybe this 1 hour high. If we look at ES, again, we fill in this 1-minute gap and we're getting reactions to take out major draws in liquidity. We already filled in the top of the new week opening. So you feel me? Like all these confluences put together shows me that we want to take out at least the top of this high. Now, I entered, stops below this 1-minute low, take profit at the 1 minute, at this 1 hour high for a 1 to 1.65, about 173 ticks, risking 105 ticks. So this is literally the cleanest setup. I followed my risk management, right? I want to usually risk 100 to 125 ticks a day. I'm not going for a crazy take profit. I'm taking continuation. As you can see how this is a continuation. We take out major draws on liquidity, but we keep pushing, which means that we want to take out further draws on liquidity. Probably means that we want to take out the top of this downtrend, which sort of makes sense to me, right? And here's sort of where I messed up, but didn't really mess up. All right, we took out the 50-minute high. Now, here's where my problem started. As soon as we dropped like down here, I exited the position. The reason for this being, normally I would not do this. Normally my stops would have been a break even and I would have called it a day. The problem with that being is I assumed what was going to happen is we were going to take out this 15-minute high. We were going to come back down, fill in this 5-minute bullish value gap, and then take out the 1 hour high. Now, realistically, right? If that's going to happen, why would I go break even and enter again than just take my profits on this trade, right? And if we see a dip down below, I could enter on something like this, right? Probably have like my break even somewhere around here and my initial take profit right there. So I could take out two bangers, or if that doesn't happen, I could take the profits for the day. Now, what happened is it edged our break even and our TP got hit right there. So that. But then again, also it's a true 1-to-1. I got about 105 ticks on the day, which is it's not a huge win, but then again, it's like not terrible. And ES is still gunning for this high right here. I don't think it even takes it out. I just think that we play around for a little bit. But in my head, that's a perfect continuation trade. The setup is perfect, although it didn't hit my full TP. This setup is insane. I'm following my risk management. I got a true liquidity sweep. We're filling in for value gaps along the way, confirming our bullish bias. Uh, and on top of the draw liquidity, we find an adequate entry. Obviously, this wasn't my preferred entry, as I said before. My preferred entry would have been right here, probably. That would have been pretty ideal. But then again, we still got, was it this entry? No, it wasn't that entry right there. It was, we still got this entry right here, which to me, or yeah, we still got this entry right here. Yeah, that's a win-win scenario. Uh, but I should be trading tomorrow, Tuesday. Wednesday, I don't think I'll be trading. Thursday, I will be trading, and Friday, I won't be on the charts. So, first day on the charts of the week, we got our dub. I appreciate y'all. Y'all boys have a blessed day.